Now, continuous rain has caused havoc in the Vaal. Infrastructure has been damaged and communities are calling on government to assist with evacuations as there are fears of further rain and damage. Our senior reporter, Silindelo Masikane, is on that story and joins me now for an update. Slee, good afternoon to you. Tell us where you are and what is currently happening from where you stand.
Well, Dumelo, we were having some network issues a little bit earlier on. We were at the Vaal Dam, where we have one of 12 floodgates that have been opened due to the heavy rainfall. The dam itself is full, and so some couple of thousand cubic square meters of water need to be released downstream. This has also resulted in some areas basically flooding, and of course we know that these communities at this point are appealing for some kind of assistance in terms of anything that anyone can assist them with. We were speaking to some people in terms of what they've noticed in these affected communities, and we know that a number of resorts are underwater, homes are underwater, cars are underwater, and these communities at this point don't know if there will be any assistance from government. I do see that like many others who have come as far as Boksburg, Dumelo, are in the area not only to see the floodgates here at the Vaal Dam, but to also just have a look as to what is taking place. Sir, I see you. We are near a river of some sorts that's very close to the Vaal Dam. Just tell me if you're from here and exactly what you've experienced in terms of what you know of the damage here in this particular municipality.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm here. I'm from Silindelo location. Silindelo location, it's just here in Sasolburg. We are very closer to this river that you see. We call this river Mohokari. It comes from Heilbron, and as you can see, the river is full. It's for the first time that we see the river being like this, meaning that there have been heavy rains. I think for the past a week, from Monday, it has been raining very heavily until yesterday. So these are the results.
What do you know about some of the damage, perhaps, in this municipality?
There are not much damage that were reported, but what I know, when you go deep into the township, especially the informal settlements, people are very affected there because water just came into their houses. And yeah, I think that is the only thing that we know about so far. There are no much incidents that happened because of the rain.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right, Dumelo, we did have an opportunity to then speak to one of the officials from the Water and Sanitation Department with regards to what's taking place at the Vaal Dam with the floodgates being opened and the reasons why. Let's take a listen.
We're receiving more than 3,000 cubic meters per second coming into the dam. You see, when we started off with this high flow season, the dam was already full because in November, December, we also had a high flow situation, which is now coming at higher frequency. We are currently discharging through the 12 gates in the vicinity of 2,300 cubic meters per second, which is 700 cubic meters per second less than what we're receiving at this point in time. So we are not tempted at this point in time to open another gate because the prediction shows that there's not going to be a lot of rainfall coming in this week. So which we mean that we will have the capacity, attenuation capacity inside the dam to actually lower the dam a little bit and soften the blow downstream by using this dam for that purpose, which is a secondary function of the dam to do flood attenuation, because the primary function is to do storage. So we don't want to release too much water so that when the rain season is finished, then we don't have enough water stored. So that is what we are busy doing.
Now, Slee, do we know of any communities that have been affected by this?
Certainly so. Several communities in the Vaal area, from Vanderbijl Park right up to Parys in the Free State. So we know that there are some people who are going from local authorities. Essentially, that is not their mandate. Their mandate is just to ensure that the infrastructure around the Vaal Dam is preserved, and also monitoring the flow of the water, and just how much the dam actually gets full, which is why, of course, at least 12 floodgates at this point have been opened. But the department is also asking communities that have built along riverbanks to evacuate, but also those who wanted to refrain from doing so, because, of course, there is a possibility that their homes could be washed away or damaged or destroyed from the water. Let's take a listen.
We unfortunately are aware that downstream there are people that are affected, especially those who live adjacent to the river, those who are also within the 100-year floodline, that they have suffered damage. But we are making the recommendation going forward for people also, as we did in the past, not to erect permanent structures within the 1 in 100-year floodline, because it will be at risk when we have high flow conditions like this, which is not man-made. It is a natural phenomenon to have a flood. The department, through structures like this that we are on now, are using these structures to minimize the impact downstream. As I just told you, we're receiving 3,000. We're currently releasing 2,300.
Well, thank you for this update. That was our ENCA senior reporter, Silindelo Masikane.